G'day traders, Sam from Trade to Prosper. Here to give you another crypto update. I'm going to do a quick one on Ethereum, look at the big picture, um, maybe look at the DXY or DXY US dollar index, SP 500, and see what Ethereum could do along the way. Um, I've got this big macro formation, and I do believe when you put the top as one here and the bottom as zero, you can see perfectly well that Ethereum hit the 1.414 extension. So no surprise. We had this wave 5 scenario. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me just change the color so you can see all that. And here we go. So that's our wave 5 to the top. We're having a correction, and there's 3 types of corrections: mild, moderate, and deep. So this is a clear A, B, C. Now the thing is it going to be a bigger one, where this one becomes the A, if I get it right. If this becomes the A, this becomes the B, and this could be the C. So that is a very big possibility, and you will ask me, why is it at the 618? Well, the question is, after they merge, which probably means that this will still stay up and it's still holding this level, it will come up to this, retry this top again, I think, to the 2000K, and then do the double top, and then come down, and probably come down with Bitcoin as well. And so I'm bearish on Bitcoin for the short term. That's another discussion. However, if you look at that, and you look at these moving averages, so I've got the 200 moving average on the daily, either the EMA or the SMA. I've got the 21 weekly moving average. They are coming into an area where it's going to be a strong resistance. And if you look at it closely, and what I have the 3-day chart here. If you look at it closely, this level here, if I was to put that there, you can see that was resistance layer. There was a resistance layer. There was also a support layer there. Now let's just zoom in a bit more so you can see clearly. So these moving averages are coming towards a prior resistance layer, prior support, and if I was to stretch this out, similar support and resistance. So that's a very strong resistance. Now, if I was to get a Fibonacci on this and get the bottom to that top level, it's close to the 0.5. Actually, let's just try the top one first. So here's the 0.5 Fibonacci. So we might be able to maybe even go a bit higher than these moving averages. Probably not. I think the double top or slightly above could be the case. Now, if this is an ABC move, then it comes to reason that if we do the Fibonacci extension from that point to this point, I'm not sure if I'll use a wick. Depending if it's up to that level, the C, we can say that the C equals 1, or the 2.618, or the 618. So this box is roughly of interest. And if we look across, it does make sense. It was where it started. So in the meantime, I do think, although this is questionable, it's going sideways, and it might keep going sideways. And I do think it's going to come up to this level before it gets rejected. But finding the entry is a bit difficult at the moment. So let's look on the daily for a sec. Okay. So on the daily, we have this 200 moving average on the 4 hour, acting as perfect resistance there again. And we've got the 21 weekly moving, is that the 21? Daily moving average. So these combined either act as support or act as resistance. And this hasn't given me any formation that I can rely on. It's the only probably thing I can do is probably that. And so far, it looks like a channel coming down. So if it doesn't break this channel, then we actually have another level of resistance. If I was to do this, the 0.5 also seems to be the resistance there, and a confluence around there. So this is our main resistance right now, right there. Let's put that as a thick line. That is the resistance, and you could probably say the band. So this band that was prior resistance all the way there. And what we have here, realistically, could be a cup and handle or Adam and Eve. So this is our cup and this is our handle. Now the question is, if I was to do from there all the way down to this level, it is possible for, if Bitcoin was to go a fair bit down, then this could come down to here and go up again. And that's very possible. So that's one scenario that I'm looking at. This might try to come up there again and then just drop. So very similar, just coming over the trend line and finding major resistance in that layer before it comes out. Now that gives us actually let's do it with another chart, another line. So we have descent, acceleration, sideways, and capitulation. And then we have this. Well, you could say it's Adam and Eve potentially, or a cup. And if I was to do that, give me a sec. I like that, and I do like this fact that this could be a cup. It actually could be inverted head and shoulders as well. I don't think so, but anyway, I think this could come up to, so long term wise, this could be a trend line. And let's see if this was the formation I had. Is the formation? Okay, right. So the moving averages, it's going to be our main stumbling block. So that's one main scenario that I'm comfortable with. That it comes down to the 618 level, from the top to the bottom, find support, and slowly just makes its way up. And we might get a rejection here as well with this trend line. So we probably could continue down. Now, if we look at this, it's a bit messy. So let's just clean that up a bit. If you look at previous Ethereum, very much in a similar case, when we had this ABC correction, a bear rally, and then all the way down. So in essence, if we had this ABC bear rally, which sort of matches that, and then we might have another dip at it, another go at it, but I think it's going to come down all the way like this. Because once the hype is gone from the merge, Ethereum might just continue to go down. And this is a good area that I'm interested in, the 500 range, 600 range. I will be looking to buy there, and really depends on what the market does at the time. It could probably come down to even further in the 400 range to this level here. But I'll be looking, this will be my main area of interest. Now if I was to turn on other Fibonacci's, give me a sec. And let's get rid of those moving averages for a sec. Let's clean up the chart a bit. Right, now let's even do a line chart. So it makes it easier. We can see that was a nice trend line, and when it broke, we had a bit of a bull rally, and from this one to there, we hit the 0.5 Fibonacci, and then we had, so what we had is really our 1, our 2, and our 3, then our A, B, C, and then we had our bull run. So if this is our, all right, if that's our 1, we're looking, that could be our 2, or, no, so that's not our 2. Say our 2 is here. So if this comes down, then we have our 3. And then we have our ABC. So our 3 could be like that. We'll find out anyway. That could be our 3. And if it was at this level, the 618, we'll do our Fibonacci. Yes, the 0.5 could be the case. Our 3 is the 0.5. And then we have our A, B, C, maybe even further down. Or maybe not. Maybe just the double bottom. And then we have our bull run. So I'm looking at that kind of scenario. What we have, this was a straight, with this line chart, it's easier to find the trend because you remove the wicks. And so that was our exit. Bitcoin's very similar. That would have been your exit to get out. And you would have seen that this is a broadening structure. And yeah, so this is pretty much, I forgot what, Livermore structure. So the Livermore structure dictates that this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 could come down to here or to this one here, and it matches 618 or the 0.5. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's a Livermore playbook. Have a look at it, but that's what I think. Now we have these levels as well. Just to see, we've got the yearly support. So these are derived from the yearly candlesticks. So we have that level of interest, yearly level. So if we do 12 months, I'll just get the candlesticks. So we've got our 12-month level or the year level, which will be a strong support. That almost came down to it. And then I did the monthly ones as well. So we'll look at a monthly. The monthly's hit the 1.618. Okay. So that was a good spot there. So what we find is a bit of resistance, but it's still that is a real bullish candle for that month, and that is pretty much an inverted hammer. So that's bearish as well. So this month's going to really tell us what's going to happen. If we look on the 2 weeks, the 2 weeks pretty much clearly shows us that okay, so the resistance is at that level. Okay. So that is our resistance of 1682. If we can get above that, then we will say that is our next resistance here. For the time being, let's go to the daily. Actually, let's go to the indicator. So this is 2 weeks. It does look like it's still a negative spot, and RSI hasn't passed either. So there's nothing bullish. Well, we haven't gone completely bullish yet. If this breaks above it, then we might have a chance to do the double top or even higher. There is so the bullish divergence is playing out, and that was it there for 3 weeks. Actually, 6 weeks in a row, and then a bearish candle. Difficult, but it is bearish. Now, if we go to the weekly, even the weekly has the same. So we haven't broken it. Still not bullish. Upward momentum, but not bullish. So this was our crossover. Our momentum's on the. So we still. I think we're going to go sideways for a while, and the range. So now I'm a bit more comfortable that we probably that will be our range for a while before it makes a decision. So if it comes down to this level, it's a buy. And if we look on from a daily perspective, we've got downward pressure. So this is telling downward pressure, and so it does make sense that it will come down close to the monthly. So there we go. That's the wick. So we might be getting that channel. And I do think, even though that's a bullish candle, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. It's going to drop, maybe do that. So that's our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potentially. Just a bit lower or equaling that. That is our support. So the wick, maybe a wick there. That'll be a good buy. And that is, I have an order at the 12, nearly $1,300. So that's my averaging in. And if I was to show you, I think I did it, but I'll go over it again. This will be good. Click on it, but it's really annoying. Okay. So I'm looking from my perspective from there to this bottom. I think I'll use that. This level. So this will come down. I think this level here, the 618, is a nice level to buy. And this previous support, I think, yeah, so that band here, I'm happy with. If it comes down, I'll be buying there. And that will just do the atom and probably that move. And then just up again. So make, yep, and there's your triangle reversal structure. Otherwise, it's going to break down and keep going. All right, so there's a few scenarios. That will be my area. If it drops below this band here, then it's likely double bottom. I think it will keep going down, like historically what big Ethereum's done. It really just depends on what's taking place. But I think this is what's taking place. We're going to have this downward hill after the merge, and 2023, sorry, is going to be a really bearish market. I'll leave that, guys, and please give me a like, comments, and feedback, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.